Show me the mummy. Show me the mummy. Hey everybody, welcome to Wright at the Movies. If you're looking for reviews on movies, you've come to the right place. Today I'm talking about The Mummy. So Universal Studios is trying to get that shared universe thing that everybody else has. And they're also trying to resurrect those old black and white Universal monsters. And so they just kind of combined them. They're calling this crazy and misguided idea the Dark Universe. And Phase 1 is The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe. And guys, it's not good. If this is the first step of a huge cinematic universe, we're in trouble. But I have to admit something, I kinda liked it. I mean, I love those old monster movies. They're so classy, they're so scary, they're so fun, and nowadays they're even cooler because they're kind of retro and the black and white thing almost adds to it. I was interested in seeing a reboot of these characters, and honestly, seeing them cross over again in today's movie landscape does sound kind of interesting. But this isn't even remaking the old Boris Karloff one. It's remaking the Brendan Fraser one. And I don't really know why. Those movies are okay, but I never hear too many people really rave about them. It not only has to be a horror movie, but also an action movie, but also a comedy movie, but also sort of like a superhero movie, and it also has to set up like 4 more movies. It's all over the place and it's a mess. And it barely has any time to even dedicate to the mummy itself. In this movie, Tom Cruise plays the scoundrel, grave robber kind of guy, and he's very Indiana Jonesy. He's very Brendan Fraser-y. He steals things from old graves and sells them again, and he finds this old ancient tomb with a mummy in it, and for some reason, it's in Iraq. Not, you know, Egypt. The mummy, of course, gets out and starts this huge rampage on the world, and then we have a movie. Technically. We're then subjected to 2 hours of exposition, gray action sequences, more exposition, and this face. Over and over and over again. And after about 20 or so minutes, I completely quit trying to give this movie any benefit of the doubt and started watching it with my brain completely switched off. And that is when it got really fun. Now again, I really have to reiterate here, this ain't a good movie. But if you go in with the right mindset, and if you go in as a person who really loves bad movies, you might get a kick out of this, because this movie at times can be hilarious. I had a smile on my face, I was laughing, and at one point I was even screaming at the screen in disbelief. This is one of the worst movies of 2017 so far. But damn it, I loved it. It's bad, but it's the kind of bad that you just have to see. You know, it wears its badness proudly on its chest, and it pushes forward, plows forward with this idea of making a movie, no matter the cost, that you kind of have to just accept it. After a while, you just kind of...
Welcome to a new world of gods and monsters.
Now there's fun action sequences, and there's a couple scenes that are actually pretty scary. Tom Cruise does an okay performance, and Russell Crowe is hamming it up in every scene he's in. I mean, Tom Cruise is usually a pretty hard-working actor, and he does that here too. You know, he does all of his own stunts, he always seems like he gives 110%, he runs all of the time, and then there's this. I don't really know what that adds to this movie, but I'm glad he did it. The really tragic part about all of this is the actual mummy, played by Sofia Boutella, who's actually pretty good in what we see in her, which isn't very much. She played one of the villains in Kingsman, and I don't remember her name, so let's just call her Sword Legs. She shows up in this and basically is that same kind of character, just there to look cool, and that's a shame because she's actually trying more than a lot of the other people in this movie. She's trying, and her character is really mysterious and really scary and really sexy, and I want want to see more of her, and if this shared universe is still going, I hope that we will.
I saw her. She is real.
Oh, and I would be heartbroken not to mention our director, Alex Kurtzman. You know, the guy that constantly rushes headfirst into shared universes and always ends up blowing them up, like in Star Trek or The Amazing Spider-Man. He shows up in this, and you know, he does that. Again. I liked The Mummy. In fact, I loved The Mummy, but kind of in reverse, in a weird, backward, bizarre type way. And I doubt many critics will agree with me. I doubt very many audience members will agree with me. Hell, I doubt even you agree with me if you watch this thing. But you know what? I don't care. I thought this movie was hilarious, and I had a great time watching it. Universal Studios is trying something, and it's kind of blowing up in their face, and it's like this train wreck. And I'm just in the front row, and I'm just having a great time looking at all the pretty colors and explosions. I'm gonna give The Mummy 1 thumb down, but if you really like bad movies, maybe give it a shot. You might get a kick out of it. Did you see The Mummy? What did you think? Comment down below. Thanks for watching Right at the Movies. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can check out another review right there.